Hello everyone, welcome to day 20 of the SOC 100 Days Learning Challenge. And today we are diving deep into Windows Event Log and the key event IDs that can help us detect suspicious activity on Windows based systems. So, if you are working in a security operations center SOC or dealing with endpoint detection and incident response, Windows logs will be your best friend. Trust me. So, in today's session, we will walk through some of the most critical Windows Event IDs, explaining what they are and how you can use them to detect security incidents or potentially malicious behavior. All right, so what we will cover in this session. So, why Windows log matter, key event IDs for detection, including 4624, 4625, 4670, 4688, 7045, 5140, and how to detect malicious activity using Windows logs, and then hands-on, Window Event Viewer, and Splunk, and tips and resources for detecting threat in Windows logs, and then wrap up. All right, so why Windows logs matter? So before we dive into the event IDs, let's take a second to remind ourselves why Windows event log are so important. These logs contain crucial information about system events, security, user activities, and application events. So they are key to detect unauthorized access, privilege escalation, malware execution, failed logon attempts, which could indicate brute force attack, and file access or modification, which might indicate exfiltration. So, Windows event log are often the first line of defense for detecting a breach or suspicious behavior, making it essential for SOC team to understand what to look for. So, let's get into it. So, key event IDs for detection. So now that we got a sense of the importance of these log, let's dive into the specific event IDs that you should be paying attention to in your Windows event log for detecting suspicious behavior. So number one, 4624. So this is for successful logon. So this event is logged whenever a user successfully log on to a Windows machine. So while a successful logon event doesn't automatically mean malicious activity, monitoring this event can help detect unauthorized access or privilege escalation. So what you look for, so unexpected logon time, like odd login hour, after hours, unusual login type like remote, logon type 3, or network logons, multiple logons from unfamiliar IP addresses. And here is one example, admin login from unknown IP. And what are the detection tips? So look for remote logons from unusual IP address, or login using high privilege account like administrator or systems. So next we have 4625, which is for failed logon. So this event indicate a failed logon attempt. Repeated failed logon can indicate brute force attack or unauthorized access attempt. So it is important to monitor this event closely and what to watch for or what to look for. So multiple failed attempt in a short period of time, unusual username like admin root or random names, and also the unfamiliar IP address attempting logon, and detection tips. So a high volume of failed logon attempt from the same IP address or account name could indicate a brute force attack. So setup threshold, if the failed logon exceed a certain number like 5 attempts in 5 minutes. Number three, we have event ID 4670. Permission on a object were changed. So this event is generated when permission on an object like a file or registry key are modified. So unauthorized changes to permissions can be indicator of an attacker attempting to escalate privilege or cover their tracks. So what to watch for? So change to sensitive files or directories, especially Windows systems file, permission changes, evolving high privilege accounts, abnormal user access to critical system objects. And what are the detection tips? So monitor changes to critical systems file or directories and alert if full control is granted to non-administrative account. Next we have 7045. So 7045, which means a service was installed. So this event is logged when a new service is installed on the system. Attackers often create persistent malware by installing a new service that run automatically after system reboot. So what to look for? Unexpected service installation, services installed by unknown user, and services running from unusual path like temp, user, folder, etc. And detection tips. So monitor the installation of new services and flag any that run from non-standard location or have suspicious name. Next we have event ID 5140, network share accessed. So this event is logged when a network share is accessed. Malicious actors often exfiltrate data over the network or move laterally across systems via network share. So what to look for? So unexpected access to network share, especially for unfamiliar host, and also check for the unusual file being accessed or copied to a network share. And what are the detection tips and examples? So set up an alert for access to sensitive or critical files over the network, especially from the machines that shouldn't have access. And how to detect malicious activity using Windows log. So number one, set up alert in SIEM. So if you are using a SIEM tool like Splunk, QRadar, Microsoft Sentinel, you can create detection rule or alerting mechanism based on the event IDs. And then automated incident response. So using the data from these event IDs, you can automate your incident response. For example, upon detecting a failed logon attempt from an unusual location via event ID 4625, you can automatically block the IP or send an alert to your SOC team for manual investigation. Number three, correlate multiple event IDs. So to spot a full attack chain, correlate multiple event IDs. For example, if you see multiple failed logon attempt 4625 followed by a successful logon 4624 and then a new service installation 7045, so that could indicate a brute force attack followed by malware installation. So here you can see we have some event IDs, the notable event IDs which can be used in the monitoring. So this is for the scheduled task, this is for the services installation, running, created, stopped, etc. And this is for the event log manipulation. So if somebody delete the log or clear the log, so you can use these IDs. And then authentication for account logon. So these are the account authentication related activities. And then session related activity, if you want to monitor, then you can monitor 4624, 4625, 4634, 4648, 4672, and then account management. So if any account created, deleted, enabled, password reset, you can monitor these event IDs. And then network share. So 5140 and 5145 is for the network share. All right, so I'm going to share two important and useful resource for Windows Event IDs and Windows Log. So the number one is Ultimate IT Security Encyclopedia, created by Randy Smith. So this covers Windows 2008, 12, 16, Windows 10 plus like 11, Windows 19, etc. And here you can see all the Windows event IDs are listed. So it's a very huge list. I will provide the link in the description. You can go and check. And the important part is if you click any one of the event, you will see a log detail as well. So how the log look like, what details it includes. I mean, all the bits and bytes related to the event ID. So this is how the actual log looks like, and some more information related to this account. And if you want to download this cheat sheet, you can just go and click here, and you will have free access of it. Number two, we have from Microsoft. So you can see the event ID table here, and these are the event ID which are recommended to monitor in your SIEM system. So these are the Windows Event IDs, and the potential criticality event summary. So this is also a very important list from the detection point of view. So I will share the link in the description. You can go and check. All right, so this is our Windows Event Viewer, and this is a kind of tool where we can see all the log recorded from the system. So you can see we have custom view, Windows logs, application and service logs, subscriptions. So we are going to cover the Windows log only, and specifically the security events. Click on the security event and you will see the recent event IDs triggered from the system. So in my system, these are the event IDs which triggered. So let's check for the 4625. So I do not have any 4625. So let's check for 4624. So yes, we have lot of 4624 events here. So you can see this is the event when I logged in on the machine. So here is the raw data with including all the details and some more detail here. So this is how you can go and check the event IDs from your local machine. So if you forward these events to your SIEM system, you will be able to create a report, dashboard, and alert. So let's jump on the Splunk. All right, so I have logged on my Splunk demo machine, and let's check what event IDs or event code we have logged in our Splunk. So let's run it, and we will see what events or what event IDs are available in our SIEM system. All right, so you can see we have some list available here with the event code, I mean the Windows event ID and the count. So these are the count we have in our machine. So we have 4624, 4688. So these are the very important event. All right, so I'm going to stop this and going to run the event code 4688. So you can see I have a lot of raw data available for 4688. So this is how you can create and search your query for the Windows security events. And let's see what event code we have available here. So event code, yeah, so these are the top event code that we have in our machine. All right, so we have completed the hands-on section. Let's jump on the next one. So this is the bonus section. So we are going to provide some extra tips and resources for detecting threat in Windows log. So all right, you have made it to the end of day 20, but don't go just yet. I have got some extra bonus point for you to take your Windows log detection game to the next level. So here are a few additional tips and resources to help you fine tune your log monitoring and threat detection skills. So let's jump into it. So bonus tips number one, leverage custom detection rule in SIEM system. So once you have a good grasp of your Windows Event IDs we discussed, so it is time to take things further by creating custom detection rule in your SIEM platform. So most SIEMs allow you to tailor detection queries to your environment specific need, and which can improve the accuracy and relevance of the alert. For example, if you could write a custom rule that flag anomalous login from countries where your organization doesn't operate, or you could flag the domain admin account are being used after hours. So these small adjustments can help focus your monitoring efforts on the threat that matter most to you. Tips number two, use threat intelligence log or feeds to enhance your threat detection. So, integrating threat intelligence feed into your SIEM solution can significantly improve your ability to detect known attack patterns and malicious IP addresses. So, tools like MISP or OTX offer real time updates on indicators of compromise, such as malicious IP address, URL used in phishing or malware campaign, file has is associated with malware. So you can cross reference these IOCs with your Windows log to find evidence of ongoing or past attacks. For example, you can check if any of your Windows event log like event ID 5140, the network share access shows access from known malicious IP address. And the tips number three, look for lateral movement in event log. So here are some specific IPs. So attacker rarely stop at just one compromised machine. They often move laterally through the network to escalate privilege or steal more data. So by looking for patterns or lateral movement in Windows log, you can detect if an attacker is trying to spread across your environment. So key event IDs to focus for on the lateral movement detection include event ID 4648, a login attempt was made using explicit credentials, event ID 4768, a Kerberos authentication ticket was requested, or event ID 4672, the special privilege assigned to a new logon could indicate the privilege escalation. And then number four, implement file integrity monitoring, the FIM. So file integrity monitoring allow you to track changes to important system file or directories if you are not already using FIM. So it is a great addition to your security monitoring toolkit. So it can help you detect malicious modifications to system file, unexpected file access or deletions, new or unauthorized executables on the system. So by monitoring files such as C drive, system 32, or C users, you can quickly spot if any malicious actor attempt to alter key files, install malware, or move sensitive data. So pair this with event ID 4670, permissions on the object were changed for even more powerful detections. Number five, regularly review and update your detection rules. So just like any other security measures, your detection rule need to be re-evaluated regularly. So as attacker evolve their techniques, you must ensure your detection strategies stay one step ahead, and review your Windows log detection rule queries at regular intervals. New attack technique, e.g. TTP, tactic, technique, and procedures from the MITRE attack framework. Changes in your IT infrastructure like new servers, services, or users. Incident data from previous events. Easy refine queries based on actual attacker behavior. By doing so, you will ensure your detection capabilities are always optimized and able to pick up the latest threat. Bonus tips number six, enable advanced auditing in group policy. So Windows has a feature called advanced auditing, which allow for more detailed login of security events. So by enabling advanced audit policy configuration via group policy, you can capture a wealth of useful information. So this will provide more granular data in your Windows event log, helping you catch more attacks. And let's wrap it up. So Windows event log provide a gold mine of information about what is happening on your machines, and by focusing on key event IDs you can start to detect and respond to threats effectively, whether it is spotting brute force attempt, malicious services, or unusual network access. Knowing which logs to monitor and how to interpret them is crucial for any SOC analyst. So take this knowledge and start applying it in your environment to build a robust detection framework. And remember, practice makes perfect. So keep an eye on these event IDs and experiment with writing your own detection rule. That's all for today's session. Catch you in day 21. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much.